I'm Tinny from Mini Bull Design, and this afternoon I had a little time, so I've been watching some videos, and you know how YouTube goes. You go to look at something and a movie will come up here and a suggestion. Before you know it, you're going somewhere where you never intended to go. So today I ended up on a site. What caught my eye, there was a nurse, and the title of her talk was, she had a little talk she was giving, was when the poop hits the fan, who'll die first? That kind of piqued my interest, so I watched it, and she explained very logically if society collapsed, who would die first. And she started out making pretty good sense. She said that, of course, the invalids and the drug-dependent and people on oxygen, people like that, would die first. Okay, kind of morbid, but then she said, she went to the next category, and she said people who live in government-subsidized housing and are on welfare and like that, they wouldn't want to help themselves, so they just end up getting taken to some Superdome or something like in Katrina, and they just die in their own filth there, so they're gone. Then she went right for the throat and said that anybody, any yuppie, anybody well-educated that was making a house payment and a car payment trying to get ahead in the world, they would die off very soon too, because they would, how does she put it, they wouldn't have the money to buy supplies to prepare, and they wouldn't take it serious, and by the time they did take it serious, it would be too late, and they would just either starve to death or the drug addicts would kill them. They used the drug addicts to kill off a lot of people in this theory. So when she got all done, there was only one group of people left, and that would be people who prepared, people who carried a gun and didn't mind shooting their neighbors, and had a pickup load of freeze-dried beef stroganoff. Okay, so let's start right there. That's the only people left. Everybody else has been killed, and all who was left is them and the drug addicts, and they shot all the drug addicts. So the only thing that's left is the preparers. Now, the way I see it, depending on when this happens, you've got, if you're lucky, a year's worth of freeze-dried beef stroganoff, and then you're done. You've got 1 year to, and keep in mind you've got to do this with no gasoline and no electricity and no running water. You've got to find a place with farmland, till probably a minimum of 3 acres with no gasoline, plant a crop, cultivate it, harvest it, process it, whatever it takes to preserve it for until the next crop comes in, all by hand with no electricity, no gasoline. At the very best you could hope for is a beast of burden, maybe a horse. But the inherent problem there is with that many people in that situation, horses are made out of meat, so they wouldn't be around very long. So you're going to eat your beast of burden. So that means you're going to have to do all this. You're going to have to till 3 acres just by hand with no tractor, nothing. I think you can see how absurd that becomes. And once the stroganoff runs out, you better have the ground all tilled and have the crop all harvested, or else you're going to get really hungry. You could hunt, but with that many people, and there isn't a lot of game around anymore. It's not like the old days. The population density, that wouldn't last long before everything would be decimated there. So, without any poor people to prey on, and without any of the yuppies, the educated people, to come up with some inventive way to get the society back up and get the energy back and get things going, the only thing you've got left is, boy, I see it, cannibalism. One redneck against the other one. Not pretty, is it? Well, when you look at it, that's kind of the way they paint themselves into a corner when they kill everybody off, except themselves. And I kind of noticed that the people that she was saying that were going to die first was anybody that would disagree with her. If somebody really disagreed with her, like a yuppie, she kills them right off. I think it was a little narrow-minded. A lot of people liked it. I didn't care for it. So I'd still like to know how I'm going to till 3 acres of land with no gasoline, no tractor, no nothing. That's going to be tough. If you've ever broken sod with a pickaxe and a spading fork, you could really appreciate that. So I'm Tinny from Mini Bull Design. Get out and hike, take a friend, enjoy the great outdoors, and more important than anything, try to have a really great day and try to take some time out today and have some fun. Bye-bye.